Hi, I'm Connie Allen, the Joyous Family Coach, and I am here to inspire and to guide you to bring out the very best in your child. Coming up next week, next Monday actually, I am going to do a big giveaway of my books, Joyous Child, Joyous Parent. Let's see if I can get this up here. Joyous Child, Joyous Parent, How to Have More Fun and Joy with Your Child. And as a way to share with you some of the powerful ideas that are in this book, I decided to, over my next series of videos, to share a tip, an idea from my book. And I'm going to focus on the first section of the book, which is the top 10 tips. And the first tip, we've already talked about some, which is say yes to your child in as many ways as you can. I've been talking about that in different ways. The second one we also talked about, be clear when you need to set a limit with your child. That was in the video about your child needs structure. So I want to start with number 3. And this tip says, ensure both you and your child feel happy and nurtured by your relationship. Now, one of the things that happens is we as parents often get so caught up in the doingness of life that we are not paying enough attention to our relationship. And the relationship, as I talk about it, is the feeling connection between you and your child. Do you feel close? Do you trust each other? Can you have fun? Can you each be yourselves with each other? Those kinds of things. It's this emotional connection. Does it feel good? And if things are hard, do you pull together and find your way through it? So this relationship piece is really, really important. And it's very important that you and your child both feel happy and nurtured by this emotional connection. So I'm going to read the rest of this to you. You can't make your child feel happy, but you can create an emotionally healthy environment for your child that makes it easy for her to choose and create her own happiness. So I'm going to read that again. You can't make your child feel happy. So just think, how many times do you do that in a day? You can't make your child feel happy, but you can create an emotionally healthy environment for her that makes it easy for her to choose and create her own happiness. If either of you, you or your child, feel discontented with any aspect of your relationship, then together find a way to have your relationship be mutually fulfilling and nurturing. And often when parents come to me, it's usually either the child is really hurting or the parent is. And so and sometimes it's just like, well, some of the things really work and feel great, but there's these other things that are repetitive, that are just not fun. You know, you and your child end up in arguments, your child screams and yells at you, you scream and yell at your child. And when these patterns are repetitive, what that says is there's something that's not working in your relationship together. And lots of times those changes can be made really easily. So the first step in making these changes is to recognize, one, that this isn't working, that your child is unhappy or shows indications of unhappiness too many times, too much. Or if you are feeling frustrated, like you don't have enough power, you're not feeling the connection, you're not enjoying your child as much as you want to, then these are red flags saying, okay, something's not working in the relationship and it's time to find some new ways of doing this. And so in terms of resolving, getting this connection so it feels better, first of all, you've got to recognize that you want both of you to be happy. This is not just you want your child to be happy or you want you to be happy. It's got to be both of you. And then the second step is that you have to consider what could you try? What are the new things that might make a difference? And that may be something, if your child has got some good language skills, and be careful not to underestimate your child here, is to say, okay, this isn't working. We keep doing this. It's not working. What do you think would make it better? Is there something you want? What could I do that would make this better for you? But you also need to think about what could your child do that makes this better for you. So it's really a win-win. It's a working together. It's a creating together a solution. And in fact, a unique relationship. This is the beauty. A unique relationship that is just between you and your child. The fact is that every relationship that your child has is going to be unique, whether it's with you or your partner or a grandparent. Your child, all your relationships are unique based on who each of you are and how that dynamic works out between you. So what I invite you to do with this idea is to notice what's happening in the emotional connection between you and your child. Are you feeling connected? Are you enjoying being a parent? Are there times when it's just really not working and you are fed up? Or are there times when your child is obviously fed up with something about how things are going for him? So take a look, take a step back, and see what you can discover and what you can work out together. And I wish you and your child just a joyous, joyous day. Bye.